$1 to the Canadian Cancer Society. 24 years later, look what's happened. An incredible story. This year, we have Kristopher Knowles, who's starting his walk across Canada, and his dream and wish is to have every Canadian become an organ donor. Now, if Terry Fox can get his way, I'm sure Kristopher Knowles can get his way. What do you think of that? I want to mention that I met Chris during my campaign across Canada when I made a stop in Sarnia. And I met a boy who, at first glance, seemed like there was nothing wrong with him, nothing physically wrong with him, no illnesses, because he had this big smile on his face. And he wanted to carry the torch across Sarnia. At the end of the day, he lifted up his shirt, and I seen scars all over his stomach. He's gone through 20 operations so far, and this is in the past 12 years. And every operation that he's gone through has been a life-saving operation. And when he showed me his scars, he had a smile on his face. And I thought I just met the most incredible human being in my life when he did that. And he also expressed a wish to me that at that point, that one day he wanted to carry the torch across Canada. On my way back, after finishing the walk, I made another stop in Sarnia. And once again, I met Chris. Once again, he had this big smile on his face. And I thought for sure that he had received his liver transplant at that point. And he mentioned that he was still on the waiting list. And I couldn't believe it. And he also mentioned that he still wanted to walk across Canada, and can I be his road manager. After finding out from his parents that they were behind it, and his family, after finding out from his doctor that they were behind it, and after finding out from his community, his school, they were all behind him, because they know his character. This is an amazing young boy. He's got an incredible will to survive. He's not going to let this disease win. And he's doing this walk, not for himself, so he can make a difference in our country. And that's amazing. On January 8th, we had our kickoff in Sarnia, and today we're in Toronto, day 30, and every day he's finishing his walk with a smile. He will not show his pain, and if he is in real pain, his dad is going to know about it. I want to take time now to introduce the team that's helping to make this wish possible. On my right, with the camera, is Kelly Knowles. Somewhere around here, I don't see them, is our film crew. They're at the back there. They volunteered to come on the road with the team in the campaign for the whole year. And they're hoping to produce an inspiring documentary that they're hoping that the whole world's going to witness this documentary. I also want to thank the OPP, who's going to be assisting us throughout the province of Ontario. I also want to thank Chin Radio and TV. Does everybody know Chin? Good, good. They've been helping us for a long time. Presently, they're making announcements in 30 different languages throughout the radio stations with Kris'S commercial, and they've done so many other things. Also, we like to recognize the Trillium Gift of Life Network, who has been helping us enormously also. They've been helping us in creating posters, supplying us with donor cards, helping us arrange events. Throughout the whole province of Ontario, we're going to be working with them, and they're a great representative for the provincial agency. I also wanted to acknowledge Sundex, who helped us with a great kickoff in Toronto earlier yesterday. And I guess Chris will tell you better than I think what Chris is hoping that everybody here will take some time to think about becoming organ donors, and he'll say it a lot better than I will. But we're hoping that if you have time, spend some time with your family, brothers, your sisters, and share your wish with them. I want to thank Bloor Collegiate for being very attentive and taking part in this. Thank you. I forgot I'm taking over the mic here. I want to introduce our next guest speaker. And there was a brief explanation about him by your principal. And I met Mr. Stark about a couple of years ago. And I heard this amazing story, which he's going to explain to you. And he joined me on my last day. And it was an incredible last day witnessing his story and having his son with him. And he'll tell you a lot better. But he's also been helping out in so many other ways with the Toronto Police Department. And I'll bring him up here, and he'll tell his story better than I can. Can you please give Mr. Retired Detective Alistair Stark a warm welcome?
Hi, my name is Alistair Stark, and I'm alive. I'm alive because I had a liver transplant. About a year and a half ago, I was dying. I was very, very seriously ill. I just spent 30 years on the Toronto Police Department. Just retired and went for a checkup, and I found that one of my blood levels was filtered. Many tests later, found out it was a very serious liver disease. And I was dying. Lost 65 pounds. It was a dreadful, dreadful way to live the way I was. But I've got a little twist to my tale. I was on the liver transplant list. I was on that list for over a year. And obviously, there are not enough organs around for the needs for people in our community. My son was a living donor. He actually gave me 60% of his liver. It's a very serious operation, about a 9-hour operation. My son Stuart, he was basically sedated and removed 60% of his liver, and he transplanted it into me. And Stuart gave me the gift of life. It's just incredible. I thank Stuart, I thank the medical team, I thank our Ontario hospital system, and thank God. But I'm alive, and I've got all these teams to thank very much for it. The gift of life. It's one of the greatest things you can give. But my message is, don't sit back and let other people do it. Because, unfortunately, other people are not doing it. There are not enough people doing it, and there are people dying on that list. Now, I'm not saying get out there and sign your card. I'd like everyone in the country to get out there and sign the donor card. I'd like to sign it, but please don't do nothing. Think about it, talk about it, discuss it with your family, but don't sit and wait for someone else to do it. Some of you are going to be getting your driver's license, or you have it very soon. Part of the Ontario driver's license system is you will receive a donor card with your driver's license. Don't throw it in the drawer. Look at it, discuss it, think about it, but do something. Even if it's nothing, but think about it. Don't waste that card, don't waste that opportunity. There's a saying in the Toronto Journal that says, don't take your organs to heaven. God knows you need them done. We need them done here, which is true. And it's a very, very emotional time for anyone when the loss of a loved one.